Yo, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best tips and tricks for the slime factory. Now, I'm not joking. This must be the most advanced video on the slime factory at this time right now because the amount of information I've got for you is insane. If you watch this entire video, you're basically guaranteed to become extremely pro. Now, currently, at the time of recording, I have, 400 or 540k coins per second. I currently have, 186 billion damage a second, and my huge pet odds are 300 times, so that's pretty good. Oh wait, 1 second, I forgot to do this. If you are interested, make sure you leave a like, you subscribe, and you comment down below your username because I do give away huge pet. Here's a random comment that I selected. He said his birthday is in 24 days, so I thought, you know what, why not? There you go, have a huge mining penguin, and there we go, we're going to send this off. So hopefully he enjoys this. There we go, it's gone. So yeah, let's head back inside the event real quick. Do let me know your opinions on this event. Now personally, I think it's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, there's quite a few things you can do to increase your coins and stuff in this event. Now, obviously, always make sure you've got your auto farm on because that's going to help you out. Now, there's many strategies that you can do, but this is what I do in particularly, which I'm struggling to say that word. Anyway, basically, as you can see, I only have one pet. And the reason for this is because I believe it is the most effective method at the moment. Because if you don't know, which I didn't know this at first, basically, the more pets you have, the more it will cost to upgrade. So for example, this first pet that you start with will be the cheapest for upgrades. And if you add a second pet, this second pet will cost more to upgrade, and your third pet will cost even more to upgrade, and then your fourth pet will cost even more to upgrade. Every pet you add, there will be a slight increase in the cost of your upgrades. So in my personal opinion, I reckon that it's probably best to just stick with one pet and you keep upgrading your first ever pet basically, because yeah, in the long run, it will actually cost you, well, it'll be cheaper for you to get maxed upgrade on it. Like before, I made the mistake of having loads of pets, but I realized it wasn't as effective as having just one pet and getting it basically to the max level. Now, another quick thing I want to mention, which is going to be about the max level. Now, the thing is, I haven't technically hit the max level, if you know what I mean, like actual where it says max. Well, a lot of people, especially on my stream that I did, we all came to the conclusion that basically you want to get to level 141 as your max. Now, the reason for this is because when you get to level 141 is, as you can see, this jelly chest right here, which is green, it says 100%. So if you do an upgrade, this won't actually change above level 141. So never go above this. For now, you never know. In the game, they could update the game and they could change this. But for now, while the update is still new, only go up to level 141. And I'm actually going to give you a demonstration. I'm basically going to waste my coins for you. As you can see, I'm level 143 and I'm going to buy this upgrade, and as you can see, my rewards are this basically, and I'm going to upgrade this, and as you can see, it didn't change. I've still got the green chest that's 100%, and it literally didn't change, and it won't change if you go over 141. So I strongly recommend you don't do that like I've just done. I've just wasted my coins basically. Another thing to note, just like the previous events, there are boosters. Now, I won't lie, these boosters are kind of hard to get, similar to the mining event, where for some reason they don't seem to spawn that often. And at the minute, they're really expensive in the trading plaza, so you might just want to wait a while, to be honest, before you try and buy some. But yeah, if you do have these, though, make sure you put them on because they do definitely help. Now, I think the way you get these boosts is from breaking stuff in this area. I'm not actually 100% sure. It's either from breaking stuff here or getting them from either the Titanic chest or this huge chest over here. So yeah, just make sure you do that. But like I said, the boosts are kind of rare to get at the moment. I'm sure that they're going to increase the odds of those. Also, one quick side note is the boosts, they do come in level 1, level 2, and also level 3, which I've never actually seen level 3 boosters, but they do exist, so definitely keep an eye out for that. One other side note to mention is you can upgrade your egg, which make sure you're doing, because obviously the more you upgrade your egg, the better pets you can get, the faster you can break stuff in this area, which is really good. Now let's move over to this upgrade machine, because at first you want to specifically upgrade certain things. So at first, I mean, as you can see, I have everything maxed. But in the beginning, you want to do it in a certain order. Now, you don't really want to care about better chest luck in the beginning. You don't want to care about the better huge chest luck, or even, to be honest, the better breakable huge luck. You don't want to care about that, or the better Titanic chest luck. You want to mainly focus on better breakable drops. Well, to be honest, even that one, you don't really need to focus on. The main three at the minute, you want to focus on more damage, faster breakable spawning, more breakables, and faster conveyors, and also more coins. Basically, these 5. More coins, faster conveyors, more breakables, faster breakable spawning, and also more damage. Focus on those 5 in a row. And then obviously, once you've got these to a good point, you can then just upgrade everything else, because you might as well, because in the end, you can get everything maxed. But strongly do recommend you get those. I would possibly, out of those 5 that I've shown you, maybe you want to prioritize the more coins and also more damage first. These should be the first 2 that you get maxed out. More coins and more damage. Because obviously, the more coins you get, the more you can upgrade, you know what I mean? So you might want to get the more coins upgraded first. That will definitely help you out in the long run. One thing to note as well, by the way, I'm pretty sure it's this faster breakable spawning. This one is a really expensive upgrade to get maxed. This might be the last one that you get fully maxed just because of how expensive it gets. I think the last upgrade for this one is like 400 million. So yeah, that might be your final upgrade that you get maxed out just because it's so expensive. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but your potions do work. So make sure obviously you're getting your damage potions on, your coins potions, your cocktails, just whatever potions you've got really. Make sure you shove those on. Flags don't work. You can't place flags. So yeah, there's no point placing flags in this area. Well, actually you can't anyway. It will just say that you can't do it. Now onto enchants. Basically, this is just what I've currently got on. I don't know if it's the best in the world, but you know, I mean, it's so early into the update right now, so I can't really judge on what the world's best enchantment loadout is, if you know what I mean. This is what I've currently got on, and this is how I got maxed, basically. So I've got 3 Strong Pets X books on. I've got 2 Critical books on. I've got 1 Happy Pets book on, 1 Tap Teamwork book on, and 2 Chestbreaker books on. This is what I'm currently rocking. One thing you want to consider, though, if you are struggling, is I have seen a lot of people saying that the tap books are really OP. Like this tap power book. As you can see, it increases your tap power by 800%. Well, it depends on what level your tap power book is, depending on the percentage. But yeah, if you're struggling, make sure you put on one of these books, because I've seen so many people say that these really help out, these tap power books. Now, another thing I want to quickly mention as well. I'm sorry if this video seems a bit messy. I know I'm kind of jumping from topic to topic. I'm trying to cover everything. But yeah, I forgot to mention this. When you do your egg, make sure that you turn off your charged eggs, especially if you're a beginner, because obviously, you know, this is going to be super expensive and you're basically not going to be able to afford the egg. It's going to be crazy, because I know from like previous events, obviously people keep them on, and sometimes people can forget to turn them off, and they ask like, why can I not afford the egg? This is usually why, because people have forgot to turn these off. So turn off your golden eggs and your charged eggs, because yeah, it does get really, really expensive. Because as you can see, if I've got these on, I don't think I can even afford a single egg. Yeah, look, it's 1 billion per egg, which is absolutely outrageous. I cannot afford that, so I need to turn them off. Pretty much everyone in the game needs to turn these off at this point. Now, one thing I will say, though, if you are going to open your egg, I recommend obviously putting on a Lucky Eggs potion. And this is what I do. I completely change my loadout when I'm opening eggs. So this is my luck loadout that I like to call it. As you can see, I've got 4 Lucky Eggs books on. I've got some Huge Hunter potion books on, sorry, just in case I get huge, and the Shiny Hunter book. And yeah, every single time I open the egg, I always make sure I've got that enchantment loadout with the lucky potion. So let's spin this. Make sure I've only not got charged eggs or golden eggs on. And yeah, let's spin it a few times. I can actually do this a few times. So this is pretty cool. Now, obviously, you just want to try and go for the best pets that you can get. I mean, obviously, you can't really choose. Of course, it's just RNG. So you just sort of just cross your fingers and hope for the best. And I can actually do 60 more, so I might as well do that. Now, the pets you kind of want to aim for, which, by the way, when you're done hatching, obviously make sure that you change your loadout. Because look how slow, right? I'm breaking this stuff right now. As you can see, like, I'm barely breaking anything, actually, right? See, look how slow it is. It's actually insane, the difference. And then I'm going to put this loadout on, and then boom. It's like they like snap back into action and they start breaking stuff again. So yeah, make sure you got your strength loadout on when you're actually breaking and going AFK in. But yeah, the pets you basically want to be focusing on is called a Jelly Hydra, which I'll show you right now. As you can see, these Jelly Hydras. Now, these aren't the best pets in the game, but they are kind of the most sort of reasonable to get, because as you can see, I mean, it's a 0.67% chance, but these other pets here, obviously, which are better, but they're like really, really hard to get. So I would just focus on getting the Jelly Hydra But if you get these, then obviously you got really lucky. So yeah, obviously use them. But the majority of people just try and go for the jelly hydras, which is kind of what I've done until I can get extremely lucky and get one of those like higher pets. So yeah, what you can do is obviously once you've got enough of the normal ones, which if you notice inside this event, there are actually the gold machine and the rainbow machine. You can convert them into, if you get 10 normals, you can convert it into a gold. And then if you get 10 golds, you can then convert it into a rainbow. And as you can see, I've actually got all of the different versions of this jelly hydra, which if I go onto the right section, jelly hydra, here we go. Well, I've got all of them apart from the shiny rainbow. But yeah, as you can see, the normal 176k, the gold 528k, and then the rainbow is 1.58 million. So yeah, there's quite a big jump between all three of them. But yeah, that's pretty much, well, actually, hold on, there's one other thing you can do if you want. Basically, there's also a strategy where in the spawn world, if you place a shiny flag in this specific area in the spawn world, which is basically the first area in, yeah, here we go, just hashtag number 1. You place a shiny flag there, your pets will actually be shiny inside the event. So yeah, you can also do that if you want. I think it does help you out slightly. So yeah, you might as well do that if you want. But yeah, hopefully I've covered everything. I think I've covered everything. If I have missed anything, please do let me know. And obviously, if you've got any extra tips for people, obviously let them know in the comments as well. And if you did make it this far, comment like the color orange, just so I can see who's made it this far. But yeah, appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. And hopefully you have a good day.